appearance day, they're glorifying Lord's pastime, and we're discussing about how to reach, also how to basically connect with Lord Krishna. So with this, let's go deep into this verse. So here we see that Prabhupada in this purport, he is basically saying that any devotee who in sanctified meditation, following the regulative principles, chants the required mantras in service and in a devotional mood can see Vishnu. Prabhupada here is emphasizing about the four things here. He is emphasizing about the regulative principles, which Prabhupada has given us, four regulative principles he has given us. Then he has told also sanctified meditation, and then he says that chanting the required mantras in service. Sanctified meditation means, like sometimes all of a sudden we do a mental speculation. Yes, this devotee is doing that, this person is doing that, my parents have told me to do this, I will do this. And then, like I am going to connect with Krishna, and this process is faster. Instead of, Rupa Goswami has given us so many, whatever to follow, whatever we should follow, as a devotee part we should follow. Like Ekadasi fasting is there. Somebody else will come and tell us, okay, instead of in addition to Ekadasi fasting, do this other fasting. Then we can think, whether Rupa Goswami has prescribed this, whether Prabhupada has advised us to do that. So this do's and don'ts kind of thing, whatever the steps Prabhupada has given us, if we follow that, then definitely we can get little bit closer to Krishna. So the background of this verse is Daksha Prajapati, basically he is in the repentance mode. So Daksha basically he offered Lord Shiva has given him the goat head. Now he is come back to his consciousness, and he is offering prayers to Lord Shiva. While he is offering the prayer to Lord Shiva, he is basically remembering, and he is into the repentance what he has done about his past states. Basically, he is remembering how his loving daughter Sati, basically about his ill-fated death of his daughter. So Daksha was burning in the fire of repentance, and he is constantly crying and glorifying Lord Shiva. So when he is crying and he is repenting and he is praying to Lord Shiva, his heart was cleansed from all the anarthas he had accumulated earlier. When with a clean heart, as soon as Daksha, he offered the clarified water with the Ajurveda mantras in sanctified meditation, Lord Vishnu appeared there in his original form as Narayan. So we see that Narayan or Krishna, he is basically omnipresent. We cannot see him. He is basically seeing us, but since he is omnipresent, he is all around, he is seeing us, but we are not able to see Narayan or Vishnu. We can only see him when our eyes are basically clean. Basically, if you see in Kali Yuga, everything is imperfect. Our senses are also imperfect. So in these imperfect senses, it is very difficult to see Krishna. So, one second. Give me 1 minute, please. Yeah. Just give me 1 minute. I have some issues with my laptop. So basically, one cannot have darshan with the Lord, darshan with the senses, because the senses are not are not purified. So Prabhupada always quotes this wonderful verse that Premanjana Charita Bhakti Bilochanena Santa Sadeva Hudayasu Bilokayanti Yama Sam Sanduram Achanta Guna Suripam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. That means that in this particular verse also, Prabhupada also in the translation also, Prabhupada also has quoted this verse. So that means that I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shama Sundar, Krishna himself, and with inconceivable and innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their heart of hearts with eye of devotion, tinged with the self of love. Like we have so many anarthas within us. Like here, basically, the verse is saying, like what we can learn from this verse is how to see Lord. Like because in Kali, because in Kali, everybody has 4 defects. One of the defects is imperfect senses. Like we have the senses are, like there's so many material illusion is there. So like our senses are totally infected with so many material desires are there. And Lord is spiritual. He is in a different platform. So with our material vision, we cannot see this, we cannot see the spiritual entity. So we have to spiritualize our senses. So how to spiritualize senses? Like constantly we have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Like we say that Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya. Even if little bit also we hear Bhagavatam, our heart gets little bit purification. We recite the mantra that Nashtapayatu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhagavati Nastike. Just the mechanical chanting of hearing and chanting also wipes up some of the anarthas. But interestingly, it says that prayashu. That means that it doesn't wipe out everything, not everything. It doesn't do it nil. It's kind of, it doesn't make it a null and void that yes, today I started chanting Srimad Bhagavatam, tomorrow itself I will having 0 offense. It doesn't go like that. So the full transformation happens when our chanting and when our Srimad Bhagavatam study is not mechanical but devotional. Like sometimes when we start initially in the new stages, in the neophyte stages, when we have to chant, somebody tells us that you have to chant 16 rounds. What we do, we immediately think that, oh, I have to chant 16 rounds. Then like it go by that yes, we don't have ruchi. So slowly with the association of devotees, it becomes a habit for us. If when it becomes a habit for us, then slowly we like it. Then someday, because of like Krishna's mercy, we have a ruchi and we have a faith on name. Then what we do, more than we like 16, after finishing 16 rounds, still we hanker that yes, I could do few more rounds. Like that, basically our ruchi develops. Similarly, when we start reading Srimad Bhagavatam, slowly our ruchi develops. In early morning it was very difficult to get up, but now for everybody's association and hearing nice katha, I see so many Mataji and Prabhujis early morning they get up, and someday I think maybe one day I will get a taste like them, and I will also get up every morning early, and I will also join the sangha and listen to Bhagavatam discussion. So outwardly earlier we see that Daksha basically he's a Prajapati. He is basically very powerful. He learned so many things. He learned all the Vedas and everything. He was also earlier also doing so many yajnas. But and he is also son of Brahma. So he knew what is right and what is wrong. But what was missing in him, his heart was not pure. He has so many anarthas. He has hatred and he has so many kind of arrogance. He was basically not liking Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is a Param Vaishnava. He is a number one Vaishnava. We say Vaishnavanam Jatha Sambhu. But Daksha has hatred towards him. So with his anarthas, earlier when he was calling out in so many sacrifices he might have done, but Lord Shiva was not appearing. But now when he is repenting that yes, he has done a blunder because of his offenses, his daughter is no more, and he has also committed offense towards Lord Shiva, and he is praying to Lord Shiva. So with all these things, his heart is getting purified, and he is having this repentance, and he doesn't have any more hatred, and instead he has imbibed little humility and good Vaishnava qualities. So because of that, when he is putting the sacrifice in the sacrificial fire, when he is putting the ghee or oblation, the clarified butter, Lord Narayana, directly he is basically appearing in front of him. So from here, we can you can simulate an example. Suppose our cloth is dirty. If when a cloth is dirty and we try to put it in the washing machine, and so that it will run once with a like low setting, and it will get clean. But sometimes, suppose you are attending a holy festival or some festival and you are cooking a lot, and some turmeric or something has or masala powder has put on your cloth, the cloth is more dirty. So in that case, what do? We put in a medium setting. And sometimes the dirt is so hard and so strict that the dirt doesn't come out with the washing machine higher setting also. So that time what we do, we take a soap and we scrub it and we soak it for some time and we scrub it more and then put it in sunlight. More harder the stain is, that much hard amount of effort we have to put so that the cloth is clean. So similarly, the more anarthas we accumulate, so we have to basically do more marjanam of our heart. We have to cleanse our heart more and more. We have to do more sadhanas. We have to follow. We have to read more. Like, no, we have to do more chanting, and we have to do more association, so that all the anarthas which are within our heart, slowly they will go out. And sometimes when we are sick, basically what we do, we go to a doctor, and doctor prescribes also some medicine to us. So the medicine is more effective to us when it's taken regularly according to the prescription of the doctor. Some doctor might be telling that you take vitamin D or vitamin B when you are having when you are having some kind of ailments. And some doctors, Ayurvedic doctors, will take that you take this medicine, and while taking this medicine, you should avoid taking any sour candies, any like tamarind or something like that. You have to avoid. So in that case, the medicine will work. So the medicine is more effective when it's taken regularly according to the prescription of doctor. So similarly, our sadhana will be more effective when it is done regularly according to the prescription of the Guru and Gauranga. So only by doing the mechanical activity, it won't work, but it will work to some extent, but we should have the real ruchi. But our acharyas also say that when this pop-up or when these things are slowly going out from our heart, then only we are going to see Krishna. So in Bhagavad Gita, there is a beautiful verses there. Yesam to antagatam papam jnanam punya karmanam te dvanda moha vimukha bhajante mam drudha. That means this papa means sin. One who has been completely freed from the reaction of sinful acts, then what will happen? And then when he is simply engaged in the activities of piety, and slowly what will happen? He will basically come out of the dualities of the interest. That moment, basically, what will happen? The real bhajana kriya will start. So we can take an example from scriptures, like Dhruva Maharaj example we can take. So Dhruva Maharaj, basically, Dhruva Maharaj was a 5-year little boy, and he wanted to sit on his father's lap. So his mother Suruchi came and he told that, to seat on the father's lap, basically what you have to become, you have to come out of my tummy. So then only you have to become basically my son. Then only you will be able to sit on your father Uttanapada's lap. So Dhruva took it to heart, and he went to meet his mother Suniti. His mother Suniti told that that you go and you worship Narayan. Only Narayan can give you, you worship Narayan. That's what he told. So Dhruva basically is a 5-year-old innocent boy. He took his mother's word very sincerely. Then he went to forest in search for Narayan. So when this desire of Dhruva started, that yes, I have to pray Narayan. His motive could be different. His motive is basically he wanted a kingdom more than his great grandfather. In fact, he wanted a kingdom better than Brahmalok, like Uttanapada's coming from Brahma. So he basically desiring a more opulent kingdom than his grandfather. So with that intention, basically Dhruva is going to worship Narayan. So when Dhruva is going to worship Narayan, that moment, Narayan basically is instructing Narad Muni to guide him. Now Dhruva is doing the meditation as per the guidance of Narad Muni. So Narad Muni guided Dhruva that you just call. First, basically, Narad Muni, he instructed Dhruva Maharaj, you are a small boy, and why don't you go back to your mother? But Dhruva was very strong in his determination. He wants to pray Narayan because he has a desire to attain a kingdom. And so Narad Muni instructed Dhruva Maharaj that you chant Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Dhruva is chanting, and after Dhruva's sincere austerity, Narayan basically is pleased, and after some time, Narayan basically is appearing in front of Dhruva and giving him darshan. But in the meanwhile, there is a transition in Dhruva's heart. After meditating and after Narad Muni's association, after constantly thinking about Narayan, Dhruva heart has a transition. When Lord Narayan is standing in front of Dhruva, because Dhruva called is a 5-year-old boy, he's calling out sincerely to Narayan. Narayan is standing in front of Dhruva and he's saying that Dhruva, I'm standing in front of you. That time, after getting darshan of Narayan, Dhruva is saying that I don't want anything. I just, whatever I was desiring, these are just like glass pebbles and they will break. What I, and I'm basically, I'm very thankful that, like you are appearing in front of me and I just want pure devotion. So transition of heart is happened. So our Acharya says that in Srimad Bhagavatam it says that yena kana prakarena mana Krishna niveshyat, means somehow the other we should associate with Lord Krishna or Lord Krishna's devotees. Little bit association of Lord Krishna and his devotees also, we will get all kind of opulence. If somebody is desiring for any kind of material opulence or spiritual opulence, the start is that we should do Hari Bhajan. We should somehow the other, we should take association of Lord Krishna or his devotees. In Bhagavatam, another verse is there in the first canto. It says that akama sarva kama bhaksha kama udarati. That means a person who has a broader intelligence, whether he be full of all material desire or without any material desire, or desiring liberation like moksha, he by all means he should worship the Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So somehow the other, the process will start. Like we all are sitting down here and initiating the process of glorifying Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there are two wonderful stories on this transition of heart wanted to share here, and why we need little bit devotee association from Srila Prabhupada's pastimes. Just wanted to share this. In early days, when Srila Prabhupada was there, I think in Juhu, there was he was having these associations and the devotees used to come and hear from Srila Prabhupada. So all we know that Prabhupada always used a Rolex watch he was wearing. So in the Sangha, there was a thief was there. The thief somehow in the photo or one of the interviews, he saw that Prabhupada is wearing a Rolex watch. And he had a strong desire that yes, I'm going to steal that watch. So he came to the satsang and he came to the ashram, he came to the temple, and he started, looking at Srila Prabhupada. He has a strong desire that somehow the other I'm going to steal Prabhupada's watch. But that time, due to some activity, some work, Prabhupada was out of town. So the thief started staying with the devotees. So he used to get up early in the morning and attending Mangala Aartis and everything. But he has a strong desire that when his Prabhupada is going to come, when I'm going to see him. He has a desire that yes, I'm going to steal Prabhupada's watch. But slowly he used to get engaged with the devotees, morning chanting and everything, and but with the desire that Prabhupada is going to come. And then slowly he got engaged into this cooking seva and all of these sevas and getting dignitaries, all small and big work he was getting involved. By doing all these works and everything, slowly his heart got purified. So one fine day he could meet Prabhupada, and that day after hearing few classes, one day Prabhupada was looked at him and he offered his watch. As a gift kind of thing, Prabhupada as a blessing kind of thing, Prabhupada gave his watch to him, tried to give his watch to him. That moment he responded, no, Srila Prabhupada, I don't want this watch. Like similarly from Dhruva's story, we see that which happened in Satyajug, that Dhruva basically, Narayan is standing in front of him and instructing him that yes, I can offer you this. And in fact, he got Dhruva. But that time Dhruva told, I don't want this. Similarly, we see that in this case, when Prabhupada is offering the watch to this thief, who is first turned into a devotee now, he is saying that, no, I do not want this watch. I just want your mercy. So from this, we should see that transition of heart is very important, and it can happen only with association, reading Prabhupada's books, and constantly chanting and following a spiritual diet, which is avoid of any kind of meat or sanctified prasadam, which we all are following. So Prabhupada always says that we should always call Krishna like a small child with a childlike innocence. We should call out for Krishna. Then only Krishna will listen. Like a little boy will be there and mother will be there. The mother knows that what time the boy is going to call, so he is always alert. Mother is always alert. Like a mother cow is always there, and he knows that my calf is in danger. That time he will immediately come running towards the calf. Similarly, when a child is crying, the mother knows that yes, this is the extent to my child is crying. The child will sometimes fall down. He will little cry. The mother won't come. Then he will come. Then cry intensity increases. Then mother, yes, he's alert. Yes, now I will go in 1 minute. Then the child calls loudly. That time, mother leaves everything and comes and rescues the baby. So, from this, we should understand our Adharat Maharaj always says that we should have a childlike innocence in our heart, and we should also call Krishna with like the intensity the child has when the child is calling to his mother. So another pastime I wanted to share with again same with Srila Prabhupada on this context. So Srila Prabhupada with all his disciples, Western disciples, was going on a morning walk, and while going through a morning walk, basically he was passing through through a small pool of a small water body area. So near the water body area, his disciples saw that there are so many dogs are sitting down, and some of the dogs are a little bit making noise. And in the corner, there is a dog sitting who is basically calling little loudly. And there is a man passing, going and sitting nearby, and he's putting little bit like small pieces of bread to these dogs. So basically, there is all dogs are there. Then he's giving little pieces, and in the corner there's another dog is there, and who is basically making a little bit, calling out a little bit more loudly. The person is basically giving him little bit more pieces, and he's giving him more frequently. When all the group of dogs are who are not making that much noise, he is giving them less frequently. So looking at this incident, Prabhupada looked at his devotees, his disciples, and he told, what are you basically learning from this? Prabhupada then told that yes, you have to call Krishna or Supreme Personal Godhead like the other dog who is standing in the corner and calling loudly to the master. We should have that mentality of the dog when you are calling to Krishna. We should have genuine interest in our call, and we should pray with intensity, with sincerity in our heart. We should pray. Then only Krishna is going to listen to us. So here, very beautifully in this verse, Prabhupada has transcribed that Lord Vishnu is all-pervading, and any devotee who, in sanctified meditation, following the regulative principles, chants the required mantras in service, and in devotional mood, can see Vishnu. Prabhupada basically here is saying how we can get association of the devotees and how we can go to that level, so that, and the desire within our heart is going to come that yes, Krishna is there for us, and Krishna is looking at us, and we're in Krishna's association, and Krishna is there for us always. Like when Gajendra was praying, he's offering the prayer that inside this crocodile and outside this crocodile area, Krishna, I am always yours, and please be there always for me. So in that mood, in that devotional mood, let's pray to Krishna, so that tomorrow is Janmashtami with a sincere heart. Let's do all the services and call out Krishna together, so that Krishna is very kind. So Krishna become kind to us and compassionate to us, and he come and reside in our heart. With this, would like to end today's discussion. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Haripur.
Thank you very much, Madam. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day and weekend ahead, a weekend filled with festivities. The most busiest weekend of the year, and the most festive weekend of the year. Yeah. We like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Shri Nrsimha, Jai Nrsimha, Jai Jai Nrsimha, Praladesha, Jaya Padmamukha Padmabhringa. Ugraviram
Ugraviram
Jalantam
Mahavishnu
Saruto
Jalantam
Mukham
Saruto
Bhisham
Mukham
Bhadram
Narsingham Vishnam Bhadram Mrityu Namamyam.
नृसिंह भगवान की जय,
की जय।
प्रभुपाद की जय.
जय।
Today, in the evening, there will be Adivash ceremony at 8:35 p.m. as part of the Shayanarti. After Shayanarti, there will be Adivash ceremony. You are invited, you all are invited to attend. Also, there will be lots of services at the temple throughout the day. Whenever you can come, please plug in some service or the other to prepare ourselves for the weekend. Are there any questions here? Okay. We'd like to offer our humble obeisances to all decimal Vaishnavas, one chakal
Vanchakalpaduruvasya Kripa Sindhu Vallejo
Patitanam Pavane Bhayo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Vaishnavinda ki
की
jai.
जय।
Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
जय।
Prabhupada ki
की
jai.
जय।
God Premanande.
हरि 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 बोल। Thank you everybody. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.